Morning. It's day 24 on the PCT. It's a little after 9 o'clock. I have not yet broken down my tent, but everything else is mostly packed, or at least out of the tent. Just had breakfast. Did not sleep well last night. It was very cold, as you may have seen, and windy, and so I used my air mattress for the first time in more than a week, certainly because of the heat wave. I wasn't even inflating it, but it deflated overnight, very slowly over several hours. So I kept, blowing more air into it. I don't sleep that comfortably on the air mattress anyway. It is helpful when it's particularly cold out, when it's in the high 30s, even low 40s, certainly below freezing. I would want it. Not expecting a lot of nights below freezing. Anyway, so may do without the air mattress more in the future, but it helps a little bit, even if it's leaking. And at some point, I can try to figure out if it's a pinhole leak. I can tape it. If it's a seal or something around the valve, then it may be a bigger issue. I don't know if I can fix that. There's a highway down below. It's Highway 410, I believe, through Chinook Pass. You can see the pass up there. Chinook Pass, popular trailhead. A lot of hikers, kids, dogs. You can see why the campsites were taken close to the trailheads. Be Dewey Lakes back there. I just crossed this bridge. I'm gonna fill up the water here. This is the inlet to the lake. We're coming up on the boundary of Mount Rainier National Park. Warning, no hunting or trapping. I think this is an old boundary. Can't read that boundary marker. But that one, you can read U.S. boundary, NPS, National Park Service. Okay, so I think I'm going to be in and out of Mount Rainier National Park for next few miles at least. Heading into White Pass. Kind of skirts the boundary, if I remember correctly. And the trail goes this way. Okay, I found a log I remember cutting when I was volunteering for trail maintenance. This log which goes over the river. So here, that bridge is down. That log goes over the river. I've crossed that before. I'll probably do that now. But it originally was laid out directly on the trail. So what we did was we cut it there and rolled it, and we cut it, yep, I remember this, we cut it there and rolled it off the trail. So that was in 22 after I attempted the PCT through hike before. Then I did some trail maintenance, and this is the first log that I've seen in this trip that I'm sure I was working on. And I'm gonna go ahead and cross the river on the log. Well, I made it across just fine. It's about as wide as a sidewalk, but much rounder, obviously. You don't have the spaces you have on a sidewalk. The biggest problem, well, two problems. One was the mosquitoes chasing me, and the other was that the dismount, not as easy. Had to kind of scramble over. There is a better log, as it turns out, just downriver. Let me see if I can see it. Yeah, so it looks like this log is the one probably should have crossed on. It's easier once you get on the other side. And it's also considerably lower, so if you fell, you wouldn't like crack your head or something. Anyway, I got across just fine. And I am gonna continue on. I got about another mile and a half, I think, to the tent site I'm looking for. So, must have got bit at least half a dozen times by mosquitoes while crossing that log. Obviously, I had to slow down my walking pace to be careful on the log. The mosquitoes are swarming all around the river, just laying in wait for any would-be trespassers, kind of like trolls under a bridge, demanding payment in blood for any who would cross. Well, I think I paid the toll. I was trying to take a video of those animals, elk maybe, and because it's almost dark, my flash came on and gave me away. Otherwise I would have had a really nice shot. Instead I just got their butts running away, but oh well. I've seen quite a few of them. I think they're elk. It might be moose, not deer. But I think it's elk that are in this area. So that's my guess.